Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Tony Harvin, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'd like to thank everybody that's about to come on this channel, on this chat room. Much love and much prayers to everybody during this lunchtime. As y'all know, I always give my disclaimer. I'm not a pastor, I'm not a preacher, I'm not a minister. I don't hold any office in the church, so please do not lay claim of those titles on me. So if the Lord ever see fit for me to become a preacher, I don't mind. But just don't lay those titles on me for sure. You know. Appreciate everybody for coming in the chat room. It's a wonderful day. It's a wonderful Monday for sure. Uh, White, aka Title Messenger, Live Original, KZ. What's up to everybody in the chat room? Everybody low riding for sure. Those who are celebrating their birthday today, I'm saying happy birthday to them. If you got family members, friends, whatever, who birthdays today, birthdays this week, or whatever the case may be, you know, I'm sending them a happy birthday shout out for sure. It's a blessing. Excuse me. It's a blessing to he said, "Where's the cake?" He said, "Where's the cake?" It's a blessing to live another year. You know what I'm saying? 38 years of age. Feeling good, feeling in shape. You know, never did a legal drug in my life. Don't smoke cigarettes or nothing like that. You know, what's up, Patterson? What up, Patterson? What up, Patterson? Thanks to everybody sending them shout outs. Carmen, Shannon family. I got your email, Shannon. I got your email for sure. Summer. What's up? Thank you, appreciate it. Tasha, Poppy, Sharon, Katie Jones, EOE, James Gatlin, Joanna. Thank you, appreciate it. What is that? Spotless LLC. By you having an LLC at the end, I take it that you have your own business. That's what's up. Keep doing your thing. Emmanuel Rodriguez, appreciate that. Anthony Beckham, Gabrielle, Antoinette, Gail Brown, Diana, Journey with Christ. What is that? Janae McEarhorn. Forgive me if I mispronounced that. Quartrice. Happy birthday to your husband at Empowered by God's Word, Naomi Hope. Appreciate that at Flo. You said I look awesome. Wow, what you say? Well, just basically, taking care of myself. As far as like exercising, taking vitamins, drinking water, really watching your blood pressure, staying away from stress factors and depression. So not only you take care of yourself mentally or emotionally or physically, it's also spiritually. Making sure you got good hygienes too. You know what I'm saying? So that's mainly what I've been doing. In general, and living healthy and eating healthy and working out is a lifestyle. It's nothing wrong with it. I mean, I remember back in the day, you see a 38-year-old, and he or she got a cake belly. You know what I mean. They looking like they about 60 or 70 years old. I'm not putting dirt on anybody, but you have to take care of yourself. For sure. You definitely have to take care of yourself because 38 is not old. It's definitely not old. You still got some athletes like Tom Brady, Floyd Mayweather, Bernard Hopkins. They still going at it. They still in their primes. LeBron, all of them, because they take care of themselves. You got to take care of yourself. It's very important. Every little thing that you eat counts. Every little, he said 930 years old. He said 930. You went back to the Old Testament. 930. So compare 38 to he said 30 is the new 20. Well, some people, for some people, But like I was saying, take care of yourself, man. Straight up, take care of yourself. I don't care. You see these hecklers on here. You see these hecklers on here all the time. They coming on here, yapping off at the mouth, and you go to their page. They look like they in real bad condition. So if they was really following the scriptures and things like that, they would apply them scriptures not only to their spiritual life but to your physical life. You know, listen, as I always say, stay out of Popeyes. Stay out, stay out of them places. Stay out of it. KFC, stay out of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to wreck your arteries eating all that Popeyes and McDonald's and all that greasy stuff. All right, keep the commandment. Says God bless you. Appreciate that, sister Stevenson. Sister Stevenson, thank you. Appreciate that. Any relation to Shakur Stevenson? Any relation to Shakur and Wally Moses? Vivian Knight says happy birthday. Appreciate that. Nikita Robinson, Lisa Moore, King Allen, what up? All right. Bro James McCoy, appreciate that. Bridget Brown, Brian. All right. FP Maurice. Who else is in the building? What is that? Marva. All right. Katie Jones says, got that all white on like you just went down in water. That's funny. That is real funny, So, if anybody celebrating their birthday today, like I said, if anybody got family members or whatever celebrating your birthday, happy birthday to everybody out there for sure. Coming from where a lot of us come from, you say no, but you have found fam in the strangest places. All right, cool. Shakur Stevenson, he's a fighter, he's a boxer. You know what I mean? Doing his thing. But what I was saying, to come around to another birthday is a blessing. Coming from where a lot of us come from, which is the inner city, which is the hood, the ghetto, or whatever. It's rough. It's real rough because the streets could get you sucked in. You got listen. You could have the brains to go to Harvard University. You could have the brain. What's up, Lisa Carr? You could have the brains to go to Yale or Cornell. You could have the brains to go to college. You could have all the brains to become a scientist, an astronaut. But the moment you get caught up in them streets, that's it for you. That's it for you. Prison. Some people are strung out. I go back to Jersey City right now. Some of them same people that I went to high school with, that I was in grammar school, 7th grade, 8th grade, they still standing on the same corner as they was, Stegman and Jackson in Jersey City. Some of the same people I went to school with, they on that same corner as they was when I was in school. They still there with a brown paper bag and a beer can or begging for change. The same people. So, it's a blessing. It's definitely a blessing to come up out of that, that wickedness and things like that, and not to be, sucked in with the wrong people. You know what I'm saying? I remember being around some CB says, hey Tony, I saw a video where you got flushed down the toilet by JP. Let me read that over again. CB is that CB says, you says you saw a video where I got flushed down the toilet. What are you talking about, man? He said where I got flushed down the toilet. Now I'm 5'9", 140 pounds, athletic and everything. Where you see me allowing somebody to flush me down the toilet, man? You crazy? you must be out your mind, man. I don't know what you're talking about. So back to this. So coming from where we come from, man, it's real tough. You know what I'm saying? I've been around friends who was in gangs, who was dealing with drugs. We was around, well, you said, Mark Uper said you saw that. So I was around people that had guns and things like that. They would literally play with the guns. But I was young, you don't know better. But thank goodness I didn't touch none of that stuff. I didn't do none of that. You know what I mean? My focus was like uh basketball and sports and stuff like that to stay focused on, you know? So I would work out and I'd just be tired and I wouldn't want to go nowhere. I'll be so tired, my body would be so tired from working out, training, that I wouldn't want to go out and hang with negative people, you know. So I thank God for that, So so to the person who's talking about a video of somebody, or if that person using a metaphorical thing about flushing somebody down the toilet, man, listen, kill that noise, man. I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in that. The only JP I know personally is from Wisconsin, man, and that's not the JP that I know. All right. Mark Cooper says, just joking, Tony, and that's Goop as in up tone. Hey, all right. You said happy birthday from First Church of Columbia, Sister Gita. What's up? Appreciate that. You know what I mean? But like the person who was talking about a video, somebody flushing something down the toilet, it looked like he was doing something before that. When you look in the toilet, it looked like he was doing something before that. You know? So these people is crazy, man. They got a video out there of somebody flushing the toilet, mentioning my name. He got urine in what it looks to be something else. How sick is that? How sick is a grown man, you know what I'm saying, telling another grown man he's in his bathroom, he has urine in his toilet with some other, look like some white creamy substance in it, that he forgot to flush that down the toilet. Like, yo, these people is just crazy. You know what I'm saying? You flushing the toilet ain't gonna do nothing. Whoever that person was, that's not gonna do anything. You know what I mean? So I seen a video. I seen a video. You know, I mean, at least clean the toilet. At least flush the toilet. At least clean the urine. Clean your toilet with some Comet, and clean that white substance that was inside the toilet at that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not entertaining it. I'm just addressing it. Because if I was going to entertain it, I would make a video upon it, So anyway, so as I was stating that, it's just a blessing. It's an absolute blessing to live, another year, because we hear situations where as though a gunman comes up to a supermarket and just starts spraying the place. There was another shooting somebody told me about in Cali, I think. It's crazy. So my man flushing the toilet, that don't do nothing compared to what's going on in the real world. You know what I'm saying? If he worrying about flushing the toilet and you got all these young brothers killing each other, you know what I'm saying? What's more important? Why would I be concerned about somebody flushing a dirty toilet what it looks like to be a white substance of creamy substance in it, that he forgot the flesh, versus, putting out the truth. You understand that? All right. Gabrielle Jenkins says, for mature folks, let's talk about real life stuff for sure. Yeah, so, just stay prayed up. Keep taking care of yourself, your health, keep striving for God, and things of that nature, Let me get back to some of these comments. What's up, Victor? Nielsen, appreciate that. Mark Johnson. Who else is in the building? If I forgot you, forgive me. Dexter, Aaron Sparrow, what's up? Jennifer Henry. I don't know how to pronounce that. Nokul Unga. Thank you, I appreciate that. For sure. So, I'm not going to entertain nonsense. But I did see that video at CBCB. All y'all got to do is just type in Tony Harvin. What is that? Flesh or something like that. Somebody sent me that link. Somebody text me that phone. Somebody text me that phone. Somebody text my phone that link. But that ain't nothing, man. That's just a sick minded person who's perverted. You know, a sick perverted mind that they would make a video on Tony Harvin and him flushing the toilet with urine in it and that white creamy substance he left. You understand? Oh, there you go, right there, Arizona bro. That's him right there, y'all. That's him. You flushed. Listen, you made a video flushing the toilet with urine in it and white substance in it that you forgot to flush. That dirty behind toilet and that dirty house of yours. You know why? You said what's my view on Kevin Samuels? I made a live on Kevin Samuels. See, at the time I didn't know about him, but when I viewed some of Kevin Samuels' videos, he sound ignorant. He did. He did sound ignorant in a lot of his talks. A very ignorant person. So I could see why a lot of people was talking against him. And not that you should glorify over somebody's death like that. Nah, because I don't care, how ignorant of a person is, we still got to follow Matthew chapter 6 around the 14th verse and the 15th verse about forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? We still got to follow that. You know? We got to follow it. We still got to forgive that man, for what he had said. And I'm pretty sure he said like a lot more ignorant things like that. You know what I mean? All right. Katie Jones says they trying to get your attention. All you gotta do is come to the Forum Fitness in Indian Trails, North Carolina. That's all you gotta do, man. That's it. Hey, Howard Taylor says, bless you, bro. Bishop is just joining his live. How's your day going so far? Day's good. Day's good. I'm maintaining right now. I'm chilling. Got my little daughter with me. She taking a nap. So everything is good. I'm spending my birthday with my youngest daughter right now, and she just loving daddy time. All right. So how's your day at Howard Taylor? Bishop in the building. I want to read this. Where that comment go? I don't know. I missed your comment. All right. Who you think? All right. So back again. Another birthday is a blessing. You says Kevin Samuels belittled a lot of people and spoke down on them. Pastor spoke on not judging people yesterday, but to judge yourself. Oh, I heard a little bit of Kevin Samuels. I heard a little bit of his stuff, but a lot of stuff he said was ignorant, definitely ignorant. But of course we shouldn't glorify nobody's death at all. That's still a human being. And I heard a comment from like Vivica Fox about Kevin Samuels. All right, at Howard Taylor, he's still in the hospital. I'll probably be back in Jersey like probably the beginning of June. So hopefully, man, hopefully I come up there. You know what I'm saying? For sure. You said Kevin was totally off. I mean, like I said, I really didn't know too much about Kevin, but I've been seeing some videos upon him in here. Yeah, he's type ignorant. You know what I mean? He is type ignorant. You said Whole Foods got the best cupcakes. I don't really eat cakes. I don't really eat cakes. You know what I mean? Cause of the bread. Cause of the. All right. Let's go back to some of these comments. And that person, Arizona, bro. I had blocked him. I had got rid of him. So I unblocked him just to see if he would come back. These people are so obsessed, man. I blocked the guy and I unblocked him. Now he comes back. Boy, he couldn't wait. He couldn't wait. He probably was checking every time I come on live. You says went on and came out of his mouth is how I judged him. Okay. All right. All right. So let's get back to these comments. Lisa Carr says too sweet. Eliz MB, you says Russia has placed nuclear weapons on the border of Finland. All right. Yeah, about Russia and that situation with the Ukraine and things like that. It's serious things going on. You also got to think of it like, what if it was the U.S.? You know, what if it was the U.S.? And at one point, we was going through something similar to that when the planes hit the towers. You know what I'm saying? When the planes hit the towers and things like that, we was going through like similar situations as far as like, a war is about to take place. And a lot of those guys over there, I believe is like what? The ages of like 16 to a certain age. They gotta stay over there and fight war. You say Putin has threatened the US? Yeah, I heard that. I heard Putin has threatened the US, and you got guys like Arizona Bro. He's talking about flushing the toilet when there's real life situations going on. You know? There's real life situations going on, That's why I'm not worrying about people like Arizona Bro. You know? Alright, you say happy birthday in Jesus Christ. May our Lord and Savior bless you with many more soldiers for sure. I ain't worrying about you, Arizona Bro. You know? I ain't worrying about you. You know what I'm saying? No way. This what I do. This what I do to Arizona Bro. You get a shoe. You get a shoe, and if you see a bug, you just that's Arizona Bro right there. That's how I'm treating you, Arizona Bro. Just like a bug. You understand? So you said gas is $4.50 in Florida. I've seen more. I've seen more. You know what I'm saying? I've seen more. I've seen more. I think when I traveled up to Jersey recently, their gas was almost hitting $5. Almost $5. And it's crazy. But like here like close to, when you start getting further south, the gas prices become a little lower. A little lower. A little lower. But up in the Maryland section, Delaware, New Jersey-ish, New York, gas prices is high. What up, Sion? What up, Sion? All right. Let's get this guy. You said who fears Biden? Nobody. That's why other countries aren't intimidated by that man. You say yeah, nobody fear of like Putin. Nobody fear him. You said come to your dojo. Where your dojo at, man? Where's your dojo? You said boxer versus martial arts. You said boxer versus martial arts. Where's your dojo at, man? Let me know where your dojo. Where your dojo at? Please let me know. All right. You say you know Taekwondo. That deals with kicks. Taekwondo deals with kicks, man. That's not really martial arts. That's just a bunch of kicks. All right, thank you. I appreciate that. At D Kane, I appreciate that for sure. You said we gotta pray for Arizona Bro. He wants to have a fight with me, y'all. He want to have a fight. Listen, we could spar, and we could get a proceeds to charity. But as far as me fighting you for real, I can't do that. I can't do that, man. I can't do that, I can't I can't do that, I really can't do it unless you sign some paperwork. Yes, at Sion. Yes, it's my birthday. 38. Let me block this guy because he's talking real crazy right now. All right. Yeah, he's blocked. He probably gonna make another name. He still can listen to the live, but he's blocked. because on his video he sound like he says why they want to fight you, Tony. What you he said why they want to fight you. He said why they want to fight you. You know, because they want they don't want to fight. They don't want to fight me. They're just saying that. You know, if they know you're a fighter and things like that, they may say they want to fight you, but then they'll play the victim like, oh, he want to beat me up. He want to do this. He want to do that. Go look up Tony Harvin. What's his name? Mr. Vegas. Whereas though it was a situation where Mr. Vegas came in my DM on Instagram, cursing and talking real crazy. Mr. Vegas. So I don't know how to work Instagram too much, and I didn't know that if you block a person on Instagram, their messages delete, but your messages still stay there. So he did that. So the Jamaican Gleaner, which is a newspaper, wrote an article on something like that. You know, so it made it seem like I was trying to fight Mr. Vegas when Mr. Vegas was making the threats and stuff like that towards me. You understand? So that's what people do. They try to egg it on. They want to fight. They want to do this and they want to do that. The moment you say just a little thing, they play the victim. So it makes it seem like you trying to fight them. You know? All right. Thank you. I appreciate all the birthdays that people are stating. Appreciate that for sure. What is that? V Wallace, Audrey Walker. Appreciate that. You said so desperate and getting older. Really? Where they do that at? Yeah. So the guy, Mr. Arizona Bro, he seemed like a grown man. A grown man, but yet you acting immature. Like, I don't got time for that stuff, man. Like, it's time out for all that immature stuff. My birthday is fine right now. It's really good. Listen, you could have a disagreement with somebody with the scriptures, right? That's cool. But it's a certain way to present that. You don't have to go into other stuff. You don't have to get disrespectful. You don't have to go this route, you know? If you have a disagreement with the scriptures, it doesn't hurt to just, sit down and have a, conversation about it. You said, is it morning or night? What time is it? It's 1:35 p.m. over here in Charlotte, North Carolina. 1:35 p.m. in Charlotte, North Carolina. You know? Gabrielle Jenkins says, trying to surf on your wave. Stop it. You said some people brains don't match their age. That's a good quote right there, for sure. That's definitely a good quote right there. Eliz says Tony knock him out with the Bible. He was talking about something physical, And me personally, I really wouldn't want to fight anybody on here, If it's like a sparring session, to get back to charity, fine. You says when you're on YouTube, people are going to say all manner of evil against you. Keep up the good work. Appreciate that. Yeah, I realize that. A lot of people, they're going to say this about you. They're going to record conversations. They could switch the words around and make it seem like you said it. They could make a video about you, curse you out, talk about your mother, talk about this, talk about that. People going to say this about you. That's one thing that when you build up, whether it's whatever platform you got, whether it's you're an athlete, whether you on Instagram, whether you're on YouTube, Facebook, people are going to do these things. They are going to do these things, because within themselves is voidness in them. They need something to do with themselves. They need to cause some type of friction, And he said mugs. He said he tripping. That's funny. Andre Miller says, bro, let the devil move on with his negative energy. Happy birthday for sure. Appreciate that at Lamont Curry. You said keep coming with the Truth of God program. For sure. Make sure y'all subscribe and hit the notification to my second YouTube channel, Tony Harvin backup channel. Hit that up. Hit that up. You know, I gotta put the videos from this channel onto that channel. You know, is a just in case thing because you know how they did me a couple of months ago. What up at Damon Wallace? I see you in the building, Damon Wallace. I was watching a little bit of your videos a couple of days ago, man. I was on your channel watching a little bit. You was outside, you know, outside speaking the word. I saw that. I saw a little bit of the video, Damon Wallace. You know, long time no hear. What up at Jerry Merritt? All right, okay. You said Levy says they do all that stuff and then call themselves men of God. Yeah, yeah. YouTube will cut you off, especially if you putting out truth like this. I know. You know what I'm saying? I know for a fact. You know, and it's not more so like YouTube, the corporation itself. It's because, you know, they got third parties who watch videos and things like that. They got third parties. I forgot the title of those groups who they hire. They may hire like somebody at a popular university or a corporation to look at channels and look at the videos they putting up. Does it go against the community guidelines? You know what I'm saying? Is it offending a certain group like the LGBTQT, whatever community? Is it offending the Catholics? Is it offending the government, the U.S. government? You know what I'm saying? So that's what's been going on. You know what I'm saying? As far as like, you know, with YouTube, they come in laws, different laws coming in place to knock some of my videos off. You know, some of my videos was removed. You know what I'm saying? I had to remove them because it went against, they say it went against community guidelines. You know what I mean? So it's crazy. It's, you said same thing they do with the voting, electoral college. Oh, bet, yeah, ain't know that. Yeah, that's what's happening. You know, I mean, I'm not, I don't speak on it, but yes, my videos get taken down. You know, Facebook is cool. They didn't take down none of my videos. Facebook is cool. Rumble.com is cool too. You know, I think, you know, YouTube, I don't think if they keep coming how they coming with channels and stuff like that, people are not gonna come on here no more. It's gonna be another website that have a weave that's gonna be much better and a much more platform where people could speak on. And I don't even put up nothing bad. I don't put up anything negative, bad, nothing. You know, but they can sit here and let what's that cat name? Little Nas X. You know what I'm saying? To you know, do what he did in that video. They could keep that up there. That can get millions and millions of views on YouTube. But the moment you put up a video on something dealing with the LGBTQRS TUV community, let me tell you something. I get flagged. I get flagged. I get flagged for sure. All like I say, about 80 to 90% of my videos, it got a warning, it got flagged, or it's limited. You know what I'm saying? Those alphabet boy videos. You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy. That's why I'm like maneuvering my videos around, you know, on like Daily Motion, Rumble.com, Facebook, and things like that, you know? It's crazy. It's crazy, you know? All right, somebody asked a question. You said, what am I going to do on my birthday? I'm just chilling, you know. My birthday is good. I'm celebrating with my youngest daughter, you know. She out of school today, so we having, you know, daddy and daughter time, you know. But ain't nothing special I'm doing. All right. You said how is the cost of living? You said how is the cost of living where I live? I mean, Charlotte is okay. I mean, it's no different from living in Jersey City, where I'm originally from. You know, it just they got better quality places to live in Charlotte. You know, all right. You CB says you say I've seen videos where they let pit bulls fight. They don't take them down. Yeah, absolutely. That's crazy. You know, all these negative videos they keep up. You know what I'm saying? They keep up. They got this video where as though this old politician commits suicide. They keep that up. You know, but the moment you put up something that offends that the people that they are with or whatever is flagged. They go against community guidelines and things like that. You know what I mean? It's teaching knowledge of the scriptures. You know, everything is lined up with the scriptures. You know, but they still will flag it and things like that. Teriano, you says it's just not your birthday, it's your mom's birthday. Happy birthday to her. Yvette says, thanks for sharing. I'm going to look it up, bro. And thanks for sharing your birthday with us. And enjoy your day and your family too. God's continuous blessings for you. All right. You say go to Smoothie King. You said go to Smoothie King, Naomi Hope. I thought about it. God is One Publishing, aka Mr. Wallace. You says that's their the comment went away. Forgive me. Forgive me. I had your comment, but I lost it. Forgive me. Forgive me at Brother Wallace. I had your video. But I lost I had your comment rather, but I lost it. Does Jersey City have the jitney like Atlanta City? Yes. 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 They have the jitney. You talking about the jitney buses? The jitney buses, is that what you're talking about? You says God is One Publisher. You says we invite the challenge. Absolutely. All right. Lamont Curry says I see the effects of taking prayer out of school from my days to now. Thank you. I appreciate that at Kim. Appreciate that at Miss Lee. Gabrielle Jenkins says, do you teach her how to defend herself and interact with others? My youngest daughter is she got my genes as a fighter. She's natural. You know, she's a she's a natural. She's only 3 years old, but she's a natural. You know, a natural is like somebody that just got that talent. They just got the skill to know how to, you know what I mean? And you just got to train them to really sharpen up. So once you get a certain age, you know, I'm thinking about taking her to the gym. You know, I'm thinking about it. You know, she's a natural though, for sure. Who else? You said they are offended by the truth of God, but allow foolishness. Absurd. Yep, for sure. CB says a girl posted a video where she was burning her baby arms because she was mad at the dad. I reported it. The video is still up. It's crazy. It's crazy. I've seen a lot of negative videos on here that's still up. That is still up. Still up. You said she's gonna be like a little soldier? For sure. For sure. You said that's why, you know, I appreciate that at Lisa Carr. For sure. Appreciate that. Mr. Hand, what up? What up? What up? I see you said, you know, this channel is powerful. They wanted to shut you down. For sure. For sure. For sure. Somebody told me, I don't know if that was you, Aaron Sparrow. You said something about like shadow banning, you know? And I think that's what's kind of been happening on my end. You know, whereas though they reinstated my channel, but yet it's still like a shadow ban. Whereas though, okay, if Tony Harvin makes a live, we ain't gonna send it out to all his subscribers. We gonna send it out to like 100, 150 notifications, and that's it. You know? All right? You said, CB says, let me read that comment from CB. You said they didn't take CB says they didn't take Kendrick Murray video down where he accused Gino of stealing members' money. He claimed one of his subscribers mailed money. Oh, he claimed, excuse me, he claimed one of his subscribers mailed money off to Gino Church by mistake, and Gino kept it. Huh? Huh? Now, I mean, listen, man. If that was said, they gotta understand the particulars. Listen, if I'm going to mail like money or tithing off, let's say hypothetically speaking, let's say I'm only speaking hypothetical. If I mail money off to like a TD Jakes church, whereas though it's millions of people, and TD Jakes is the so-called preacher, but he got people in his office to handle all that stuff. If I mail it off, and then I say, wow, I made a mistake. I sent it to TD Jakes church. I want my money back. There is no way I'm getting that back, because it's going through a lot of hands and things of that nature. TD Jakes is not going to know specifically that person A sent money off. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? So how did that person accidentally made a mistake and send money off to First Church of Our Lord Jesus Christ? The address was it 5105 North 5th Street in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania versus Mobile, Alabama. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania and Mobile, Alabama don't sound the same. You understand? It don't sound the same, man. So it could have been somebody who just wrote it. I don't know if that person really go to his church, because there's been a lot of people who do that. They would make it seem like they go to hypothetically speaking, they go to that church in Mobile, Alabama, but they would talk against Gino or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? They try to stir up things. That's what's been happening also. It's like before. A person could come on this channel and they could be like, Tony Harvin, you false. Gino is this, Gino is that. And they could say Kendrick Murray is, hypothetically speaking, better or whatever. That person might not be with Kendrick Murray. That person could just be trying to stir up conflict among two people even more. So that's what a lot of people I saw on YouTube been doing. They make it seem like they with this church or they with that organization. So if they make it seem like they with that organization and talk against the truth of God, it makes it look like that this preacher over here sent that person to talk against the other church. So in the meanwhile, that person is in the background just laughing because they stirred up conflict even more amongst this organization and that organization. So the thing is, when they know that Kendrick Murray is going to respond to emails and stuff like that against the truth of God and stuff like that, they know he's going to respond to it. So if I'm a Joe Schmo and I say, listen, I want to stir up some conflict even more, I'm going to write this letter and I'm going to say that, this organization says that about, this or this and that. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that's going. But if it's true, that is his member, listen, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Mobile, Alabama and Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, two different places, man. It don't sound the same. It don't sound the same. And when you're dealing with money or money order or something like that, come on, man. I'm pretty sure for how many years this person been sending off mail in general, you should know to scan your mail, to look at the top left-hand corner, in the middle, and to have your stamp if postage is necessary. You know what I'm saying? And in most cases, you can send tithes, with a debit card, a credit card, and stuff like that. So if hypothetically speaking, that person sent off money, then you must have been on the truthofgod.com. Now the truthofgod.com and I believe their other website is something with the Son of God or whatever. That sound totally different. Totally different. You know what I'm saying? totally different. If this person want their money back so bad, they should have been paid attention to where they were sending their money order to. Even when you get a money order, you still got don't you got still got to put a person's name on it with their address on it too, or the company name on it with the address. So if you had the organization that you were sending the money to on the money order, right? You should know to put that same address on your envelope. So that nonsense that person sent, nah, man. I don't listen. I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. I don't. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? God has probably says we must be like the God that made us, Jesus Christ. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. You says, Mr. Ham says, who would really send money to? That's funny. That's funny. But like I said, people want to start up something. And I'm pretty sure some of his lowriders is some of his members from Mobile, Alabama. They lowride these live chats. They lowride this channel. They lowride this. You know what I'm saying? I know they in this chat room lowriding, you know, but that just don't sound right, man. That don't sound right at all. At all. Listen, you said they should request they should request their money back from he said Prophet Brian Coin. Brian Coin. He's funny. Blessed Tone, what's up? What up? Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Jesus Christ is Lord King of Kings. You can pay tithes and offerings online through the church site. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. And that's what most people do. You know, they pay it online. You know? He said whoever screen recording, he waved his hand. That's what they do. That's what they do also. They was the moment you mention a false prophet's name, they're gonna record you. They're gonna send it off. They're gonna call him up, text him. Oh, Tony Harvin said this. He was mentioning your name, and then next thing you know, what do you have his service on Wednesdays or Sundays or whatever the case may be? They start saying little things, you know, trying to stir up conflict and things like that. You know, it is what it is, though. Yeah, pay online. You know, that's what I do. I pay my tithes online. You know, it's more easier. You know, truthofgod.com, click and click, tithes and offerings, you know what I'm saying? Click and click, simple. It's very easy to do. You know, very, very easy to do. You know what I'm saying? So he said he sent, so whether he sent that envelope money order, if he sent his money order in the original churches in Mobile, Alabama, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, he might need some more teachings on his cities and states and zip codes. You know what I'm saying? Because Mobile, Alabama is in the south. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania is up north. And they don't sound the same. You know? So what did that person put on his envelope? He put on envelope what? Oh man, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. You know? So back to these comments. Lisa Carr says, not just that, Tony, when letters are shipped through their cubby holes that we use to sit and they went by zip code. Interesting. CBC says sometimes you think the guy in Mobile writes his own letters. Nah, I don't think Murray writes his own letter. Although me and him had disagreements and stuff like that, I don't think Kendrick Murray writes his own letters. I don't think so. I just explained it like there's people who might make a fake email and stuff like that just to try to stir up some conflict, and they send that off to Kendrick Murray. And although that person who sent an email, hypothetically speaking, they trying to stir up some conflict. You know what I'm saying? Whereas though the preach, well, he ain't gonna know. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's not internet savvy. Everybody's not computer savvy like that to know the tricks and trades on how to stir up conflict just by, using a laptop and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So me personally, I don't think he's writing it to himself. I just think there's a lot of people out there who knows what's going on between two organizations, and they try to stir up conflict. You know, they try to stir up conflict. You know what I'm saying? All right. Jesus Christ is Lord, King of Kings, says they messy, Tony. They are their father Satan. Jesus Christ's children don't act that way. I agree. You know what I'm saying? All right. You said something about dog training. Dog training. I don't have a dog. I don't like dogs, man. I don't know nothing about training dogs. I don't like them. You know, I don't like pets. I don't like animals or whatever. So you talking about training your dog? I don't know, man. I don't know. You know? All right. Jared Jared Sims, you funny. You funny. All right. Yvette says, "Yep, you do ain't nothing changed with the mail or how you mail it. Some people have nothing better to do but keep up mess. I believe that's how they get their butts. They get their kicks. Yeah, yeah. So I guess when certain people who are not with no organization and then they try to stir up conflict, that's what they're looking for. You know, they're looking for stuff like that. They're looking to have a good laugh, because of what they have started or put fuel in the fire. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't really touch on it anymore because it happened to me. Whereas though I thought it was some of his members coming on his channel. I thought some of Kendrick Murray members was coming on my channel, was texting my phone and saying all this other stuff. But I had a conversation with one of his members, and they stated that that's what happens. You know, although we got disagreements, I know who the real members are because we used to have conversations on the scriptures years ago. So if it ain't nobody that I know of, then I'm not gonna sit here and give it like a full take on it. You know what I'm saying? All right. Okay. Remnant says, "Praise God for the beautiful blessings on your birth. That was you having. That it was you having introduced me to Pastor Jennings. Unto God be all honor and glory, and may it be that God bless you and your family, for sure, absolutely." So back to this birthday thing, So it's a wonderful blessing because we know that when you from the inner city, you might not make it out at the age of 15. You might not make it out at the age of 17 because of all the gun violence, you know, and drugs and gang wars and things like that. For sure. You said I'm 38 years of age. I'm 38 at Emmett Spears. 38 years of age. So as I was saying, it's a blessing. It's a wonderful blessing for sure. You know. You said, is it bad in North Carolina? Do they have any Bible stores out that way? Listen, I just moved out here, man, so I don't know too much about here. I seen snow one time out here in North Carolina, just once, just a little bit, and that was it. All right. You says black males have it the hardest this lifetime. Tim says. All right. He says growing up late 80s, early 90s wasn't no joke. Yeah, absolutely. You're right. Jermaine Marshall says that's why hell was made for people like that. Pastor Geno Jennings is your pastor, our pastor for sure. All right. Gabriel Jenkins says, I thought you was 22, maybe 25. Nope. 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 My oldest son is about to be 15 in 10 days. I got a high schooler. Thank you. Appreciate that, though. Giovanni. Thank you. I appreciate that. God bless you too, for sure. Thank you for clarifying that at Katie Jones. Jesus is Lord says, happy birthday. May God protect you, keep you from all danger, seen and unseen. Have a blessed birthday. Love you, my brother. Peace. Appreciate that. Much love back. Much love back. Hey, Heidi, I think you asked that question before. I answered it. Emmett Spirit says, may God Almighty bless you with many more. Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, okay. All right. Ooh, the Servant David Show. You says blessings, greetings. What's up? All right. You says, do people still attack you in person about Pastor Geno Jennings? Nobody has ever attacked me in person about Geno. Nobody. You know, nobody. You know, at Levy, nobody, nobody has ever came up to me like that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody. So no, they come at me on the internet. But you know, I've came across people who looked at me strange though. That's what I came across. I came across people who looked at me strange. You know, I'd be like, man, why this person is looking at me a certain way, yo? Why this person looking at me a certain way? But they won't say nothing, man. They will not say nothing at all. You know, not that I'm looking for it, but nah. When I'm outside, I'm at Walmart, Target, or something, man. I don't got time for that. Listen, I'm going to get me some grapes. I'm going to get me some Gatorade. I probably just left the boxing gym. You know, listen, chill. You know, when I'm off YouTube, and if somebody that's coming to attack me and stuff like that, as far as like about what I put up, listen, no, I would rather a person don't do it. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. You know, don't do it. All right. Katie Jones says, ladies, he don't want none of you. You funny. You funny. Millie says, they can see the light in you for sure. Appreciate that. Thank you, Tina. Tina, tell all Tina. Appreciate that. Troy Franklin, thank you. Franklin Charles. Who else? Who else is in the building? All right. Let me see some of these other comments for sure. Shout out to everybody in the chat room once again. Levy. Levy, you funny. What up, Shakira Pinkins? What's up? Thank you. Appreciate that. You know, Tate's son says, keep on keeping on. Soldier, enjoy your blessed day. Appreciate that. Jeremy Marshall says, unknown poet, Imani. Thank you. Appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate that for sure. You know? Sandra says, Pastor Geno and the truth of God's word is real, is the real deal. Much needed. This is how the church should be. For sure. Reading, PA. Reading, PA. I think that's what Kermit Cintron is from. The former champ. Ain't that's where he from? What up, David Gonzalez? Gabrielle Jenkins says, of course they're going to be. They funny here, yo. Lisa Carr says, I'm adopting you. You remind me of my son in the military. Oh, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate the adoption. Thank you. Clary says, blessings to you, my brother listening from St. Lucia. Do you have a clip or link from last night's questions and answers with Pastor Jennings? Would like I guess to listen. It was very helpful. I didn't listen to it yet. I didn't get around to it yet. You know, I'm still going through a lot of programs and things like that. It's so much that I'm trying to like take notes on and things of that nature. I didn't get around to it yet. You know, hopefully I get around to it soon. You know? Forgive me. Excuse me. All right? Okay. Jared Sims says the more people that comes in, the longer y'all names get. You funny. The servant David says on my show, I occasionally play clips of Geno Jennings on my show. Some people talk this and some talk that, but I don't give a rat's what they want to say as long as I'm for truth. For sure at David, at the David show. Appreciate that for sure. All right. Um, who else? Who else? Okay. Julie Wade says happy birthday. Appreciate that. Michael Robinson says, what video you putting up for the birthday, bro? He said, what video? You know what? I'm not sure if I'm gonna repost that where Gina was talking about birthdays. You know, I should put that out. I should put that out. I don't know yet. You know, I'm thinking right now for sure. All right. D Meeks Music says happy birthday. Thanks for sharing the truth of God with us, bro. I got baptized last Thursday. D Meeks baptism. Wonderful. That's wonderful. That's what it's about, man. For sure. That's what it's about. You said you got baptized last Thursday at the Detroit Temple on Waterman Street. God is good. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. That's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? Soul saving. For sure. You know? That's what it's all about, man. For sure. You know? All right. Okay. Jermaine. What Jermaine says, I missed the top. I missed it. You says, some women nowadays don't want a Holy Ghost filled guy. You could be right. You could be right. You know what I'm saying? You could definitely be right. You know, they want the gangsters on the street. You know, they want the thugs. They want the people in the corners pushing the rocks, pushing cocaine. You know, pushing e-pills, pushing the perks. You know, they want them fellas, you know, sagging their pants down a little bit. Got the nice chain on. You know what I'm saying? Got the Robin jeans on, the expensive jeans. You know, I like, you know, some of them Louis Vuitton shirts and whatnot, but nah, I'm good with Walmart. You feel me? So they want those type of guys because it's appealing to them. They don't want a guy who's really trying to strive for truth. They don't really want those type of guys. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. All right. Emmett Spears says, I wonder how the Baltimore location looks like. I went to the Baltimore Temple years ago. Very nice. Very, very nice. Very nice. Very nice. You know? All right. Okay, let me see. Alicia Wallace. Happy birthday at Alicia Wallace. You says your birthday as well. That's what's up. Happy birthday. Much prayers, much love to you on your birthday. You know what I'm saying? Alright. Let me see. Brother Wards, thank you. Appreciate that. Levy says, I hear a woman at my job say godly men are boring. I kind of heard that before too. I kind of heard that before, for sure. All right. You said KC said happy birthday. FedEx me a slice of cake. I don't really eat cake. But you said big mistake. I married one and it's hard trying to. Okay, let me see. Takesha Ward says big mistake. I married one and it's hard trying to be holy and having an unholy husband. Wow. 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 You know? I mean, you know, I heard that before too. You know, when I used to wear the jewelry, when I had the long braids and the expensive clothes when I was young, man, women, you know what I'm saying? But now, when you get saved, when you get baptized and things like that, you know, I don't want to deal with you no more. You know what I'm saying? This was my younger years when I was, you know, getting into the church and stuff like that. I don't want to deal with you no more. You know, I don't want to deal with you. You know, I want Jeffrey over there. He a gangster. You know, he a high ranking blood member. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you right. You right. I've heard that before. You know, I've heard that before because they want to go out to the clubs. They want to drink. They want to go out to the strip clubs all day. You know, that's what they want to do. They want to be on the corner. I don't want to do that. You know, I didn't want to do that. My thing was work, go to the gym, go run track. You know what I'm saying? And play Call of Duty back then. I don't play it no more. That was me. But I don't play video games no more. But I stayed away from the streets. I stayed away from that thug life, that gangster life and all that other stuff. I could have easily got sucked into it. Easily. You know? But thank God that I was kept away from that for sure. You know? All right? Okay, Anne Marie George says, greetings everyone. Happy birthday, young man. Enjoy his day. God Almighty has blessed you to see. Thank you. Appreciate that. For sure. Heidi H. Heidi H. Listen. I answered that question already. Your name looked familiar. I don't know if it's you, but you asked me that question like 2 or 3 times. I don't know if somebody got the same name as you, but they asked me that question already. You know, 2 or 3 times. You know? I don't know. I don't know why is that question so important. I really don't know. You know? I really don't know. All right? Let me read some of these questions. Priscilla Perez, thank you, appreciate that. Gwen says, I never understood the attraction to danger, possible prison time and death. That goes with the gang life. Yeah. Yeah. For sure. For sure. Naomi Hope says, golly men, boring what? You says, tell them you that lit word or whatever. Okay, for sure. Okay. God One Publishing. Mr. Wallace, you said, golly men are not boring. They don't tolerate sin. That's what's up. That's what, for sure. At God is One Publishing. He said, godly men are not boring. They don't tolerate sin. Absolutely. Absolutely. We don't. We don't, man. We don't. You know what I'm saying? We don't got time for that. We don't got time for Shaquita going out 2 o'clock in the morning to the club Sugar Shack. We don't got time for that. We definitely don't have time for that. We don't have time for Shaquita on the phone gossiping about some Facebook nonsense. We don't have time for that. You know what I'm saying? We don't. We don't want to deal with that nonsense. If we trying to make our element, if we trying to make our environment holiness and righteousness, we don't want to be around that negative stuff. You know? It doesn't matter if Shaquita got a nice shape. It doesn't matter if Shaquita got nice lips or whatever. The soul is more important. You know what I mean? The soul is definitely more important. So you're absolutely right on that one. That God is One Publishing, aka Mr. Wallace. You know? All right. Levy says, why would I want to indulge in things I'm trying to get away from? Good point. Good point. You know what I'm saying? Good point. You know, good point. Guy named Otis says, hey, brother, how do I continue to strive to live a holy life as an 18-year-old? Stay away from, folks who try to peer pressure you, man. Stay in prayer, you know. Listen to the truth. Stick with the truth, man. We know that, temptational things is going to come, especially when you're younger. You're a little bit more vulnerable, you know. It's going to come, man. You got to fight it, for sure. But stay in the truth, man. Don't leave it. Don't leave the truth. That's my advice. Don't leave it. You know? The servant. Let me see. I saw the comment from you, Flo. I'm trying to see. All right. Flo says, godly people are boring to the ungodly. because they have different interests now. Good point. Good point. Because I might want to go like bowling, you know, whereas though the ungodly woman, hypothetically speaking, want to go to the strip club. You know what I'm saying? I might want to go on a walk by the waters in the park, whereas though a godly woman, you know, might want to go to the strip tease to a new beach or something. So you're absolutely right about, you know, different interests. You know what I'm saying? All right. Okay. Let me see. You funny. You funny at 10. You funny. Tasha says lust don't last. Love does. Whew. That's a good one. That's a good one right there for sure. That is a good one. He says lust don't last. Love does. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Ham says Bloods and Crips are fake. They didn't exist before Gangster Disciples and Vice Lord. They made New Jack City off Gangster Disciples, Chicago. What is that? Capernaum Greens. Very interesting. Very interesting. You know. All right. Millie says, "Have no fellowship with darkness." For sure. Loretta Booker says, "Living in the last days." He says, "Holiness isn't easily required, but it's worth it in the end." For sure. For sure. You know what I'm saying? For sure. He said she about to get ushered out. He said she about to get ushered out. You know? You know what I'm saying? The Servant David Show. The Servant David Show says, if one is truly godly, then the ungodly will become curious and either want what the godly is experiencing or they will pack up and leave. You're right. That's a good point. That's a good point. Good point right there. You know what I'm saying? Very, very good point. You know what I'm saying? All right. Loretta Booker says, unequally yoked. You're right. You're absolutely right. Andre Miller says, yeah, but salvation is personal. That's your soul. You're right. You know what I'm saying? Sion says, I went to a Christian missionary school that affected me until this day. All right. Thank you. I appreciate that, Naomi Hope. I definitely appreciate that, you know. Sion says, I think that's what kept me out of trouble is the word of God, the fear of the Lord. For sure, for sure. You know. Katie Jones says, there will always be at least one clown in the chat. You're right. There's always clowns in the chat room. There's always a clown in the chat room. It's always a clown in the chat room. Clown or clowns. You know, or some are low riding. There's a lot of low riders in here. There's a lot. They just watching. They want to say something to get some attention. You know. So I've been learning the block button. I've been learning that. I've definitely been learning that and definitely been using it more often. So we're about an hour and 13 minutes in. You know, I'm gonna give it a couple of more minutes. You know, I'm gonna give it a couple of more minutes and then I'm gonna log off. I'm going to conclude this live chat for sure. Okay. Nugget Face says, what makes Crips and Bloods creepy is how a blood set Piru Street is basically Crip is reversed like the government was planning this. All right. Okay, cool, for sure. Jared Sims. Jared Sims, you funny. You funny. For sure. For sure. You was definitely funny. All right. Erica Willer, thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that for sure. You know. Gabrielle Jenkins says we scanning too while we Gloria, you said happy birthday. I appreciate that. God bless you too. Aaron Sparrow, thank you. Appreciate that. You know, Jared Sims. Jared Sims, you funny. You funny. JT, what's up? Appreciate that. Yvette says good for you. Tony, keep blocking them. For sure. For sure. For sure. For sure. Absolutely will. Absolutely will, you know. All right. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's Sabrina Howell. Gwen says I'm watching a show about many churches in the black community, but we blacks continue to be the poorest and most enslaved community in the world. Okay, God bless you too, Mr. Ham. Claudia, thank you. Anna Brown. Matthew McCullough, thank you. I appreciate that. All right. We're about to conclude this live. I thank everybody for logging on here. I thank everybody for, you know, the happy birthdays and things like that. Thank everybody for all the God blesses coming into the chat room, you know, but I'm about to conclude this live. We're about to end it, you know. Appreciate that, Alex. You know, we got more videos coming soon. Got more lives coming soon, so just stay tuned. Remember to subscribe. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't been receiving notifications. You said you got to talk about Black Lives Matter. That's a good one. That's a good one. So if you haven't been receiving notifications on this channel, unsubscribe, resubscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the notification bell again, you know, and go to my second YouTube channel, Tony Harvin Backup Channel, Tony Harvin Backup Channel, and, you know, subscribe to that just in case something goes on with this channel. Appreciate that at Casey Coda, Del Morris, Millie 57. What else? What else? And be on the lookout for more videos. For sure. Jefferson. You know what I'm saying? Takesha Ward. All right. We signing off. I'm concluding. Peace, y'all. Peace.